Now, what's the cost of money going to be if they put it on a credit card?
Well, that's the whole strategy of having multiple credit cards. When you leverage, when you have a minimum of 10 credit cards, do you remember when you were in college? You might not remember that far back, but when you were in college,
that was a dig.
Got him on that. When you were in college, I was broke. I ate ramen noodles, whatever you call those things, 5 times a day. I cannot eat a ramen noodle a day to save my life. So what I did was I had 3 credit cards in college. Took one credit card to pay the other credit card, that credit card to pay that credit card. Well, you know what? With not having any money, that floated me for about 2 years. Now imagine taking a strategy similar to that when you have money. We can move from card to card. We can take away. You put $30,000 on a card. 3 months later, you take away. What do they do 3 months later? They send you a new offer. We'll give you 0% for 6 more months. But if we don't have the leverage, if we don't have the multiple cards to do this with, that strategy does not work.
Now, are you saying, let me make sure I understand this, that I need 10 credit cards?
Minimum.
And why can't I just do this with like 2?
There's no power in 2.
10 credit cards with a $10,000 limit is $100,000.
Right.
Well, I have a $50,000 limit on couple of mine. Isn't that just as good? That's $100,000 access.
It's not near as good.
Well, explain it to me then.
The reason why you want
everybody
mini cards,
listen to this, because what you're hearing now is contrary to what you've been told all your life. It has to do with getting money and being safe with the money. And pay attention to this real close, what he's saying right now.
When you have that money spread out over 10 cards, you're putting money on cards because at different times, each cards have different interest rates. Well, anybody guilty or had a credit card company go up to say 15% on them, it was 6, now it goes to 15. That's the perfect takeaway time. When they go up on the interest rate, we take it away and give it to one of our other cards that have us a better rate. And by doing that, it creates leverage because you take it away from them. Now, I guarantee you within 3 months, they will give you some kind of offer, which will be 0% for another 6 months. 1.9% for the life of the loan. And that's what you want, is to create that leverage. And by doing this, it will be simple. And my credit cards last year, I didn't pay over 5.5% on the total credit cards amounts. Now, I couldn't have done that with 2 credit cards. You put $50,000 on one credit card, we don't have anywhere to move with it. We've got to pay that off. Now, if we've got a deal that takes 6 months to put together, say it's going to make us 40% yield, we need 2 or 3 credit cards. Because one thing you can do, put the money on one credit card, you can pay that credit card with another credit card.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can do that. Well, what does that do? That's still other people's money to make your payment.
Wait a minute, are you saying that, because you get these things that says it's a 0% interest.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you get a 0% interest?
Different
That's like
cards
getting it from your parents, isn't it?
It is. It's almost like taking money out of your right pocket and putting it in your left pocket.
Yeah.
But 0%, it varies. 12 to 15 months is what I typically deal with the cards.